To facilitate its reign over the world, the Rockefeller Foundation promoted a new Oz, with its main power consisting of unmanned units called mobile dolls. Certain changes within the Foundation followed Trey's Kushranada's retaliation, including his being stripped of all power. At the same time, the Foundation was rapidly expanding its area of rule thanks to the highly skilled mobile dolls. The year is after Colony 195. After the space colonies accepted the Foundation, execution orders were released for the now isolated Gundam pilots. For them, it looked like the future would take a turn for the worse.
I'm fighting through this longer than anyone. Longer than anyone on Earth. Longer than Relina of the Sank Kingdom. The Glass Kingdom.
Let's go in. Miss Relina is in the director's room of the institution.
We'll find our way in alone from here. You know I don't like lying at all, but it certainly doesn't suit you either, Pagan.
Well, I'm not gonna stay, so once I get my Gundam, I'm getting out of here on the double.
Don't go, Hiro. The nation desperately needs the Gundam, and we've got to make sure that we keep that fact a secret.
Relina sure doesn't need any Gundam.
It's necessary to protect the princess. Please understand, Hiro.
You're such a kind person.
Who are those people?
Huh? Some boys for a change.
I wonder which country they're from.
Isn't the one in front a servant? Looks young for a bodyguard.
On behalf of this institution, I welcome you both to the Sank Kingdom. Hiro, have you still not received your school uniform?
I don't plan to stay here too long. Once I'm done here, I'm leaving.
Hiro!
Troa Barton, a former Gundam pilot and officer in Oz Space Forces. He was last confirmed at 0X point of L2 LE area. Noin told me about him, that he's a very important person. Many friends in the Sank Kingdom could help us. I have taken on the search for him. Hiro, couldn't you at least stay until the search is over?
Don't you think Gundam pilots would end up being a burden to the Sank Kingdom?
I don't plan to make a big announcement about it, but hiding the facts won't solve anything either. Besides, there's no battle in this country. That's why you're here. You're nothing more than male students.
Miss Relina, I applaud your prompt decision for these fateful arrangements.
I would like you all to meet your two new classmates. Would you please introduce yourselves?
Katra Rababa Winner.
Operation Meteor is about to commence. I'll contact you on the targets to attack and on the enemy data.
Roger.
Then quickly proceed with the mission.
Roger.
We should decide on a code name for you. Let's use the name of the peace-minded leader of outer space. Understood?
Understood. My name's Hiro Yui. Pleasure.
They're all girls. I guess it's really true then. They say that men don't believe in solving all matters through discussion.
You can't make such a generalization. Some women enjoy battles just as much as men.
Mind if I challenge you to a fight? You introduced yourself to us, but I haven't had the chance to do the same. My name is Dorothy Catalonia. I'm related to the leader of the Rockefeller Foundation. Despite that, Miss Relina welcomed me as a student. I hope we'll get to know each other. Which means I'll have to be strong, 'cause I hear you hate weak women! Once upon a time, there were two people with the same name. One of them risked his life to bring peace to outer space and became legendary. Many people were saddened by his death, and they angrily swore to take revenge for him. And now, the other person with the same name is also about to become a legend! This warrior is known for his superhuman abilities and power, and he too will probably fight for peace! But I wonder if he'll end up losing his life becoming a legend too! No good. A legendary knight doesn't lose on purpose. There's no way you should lose to a woman just to hide your identity. You must first live a strong, noble, and intense life. You can save dying for later. You should be able to make yourself into a much bigger legend. Isn't that true, Hero Yui? Impressive. But I'm not too bad myself, am I, Hero?
I'm having a tough time following what you're saying. There must be two guys named Hiro Yui besides myself.
I knew you tried to hide your identity. And now we'll be together in the Sank Kingdom. Glad to meet you, Hero.
Did you call for me, Relina?
I just received an application from Romefeller for approval to start a battle in the Sank Kingdom. What's this all about, Noin?
A Trey's faction unit running from Oz is in the southern forests. I contacted them earlier today, ordering them to move out immediately.
Can they escape if they were forced to leave?
A number of them are injured, but they also have the option of surrendering. It's not something that concerns this nation.
Some are injured?
Romefeller's assault troops are hunting them down. I'll contact the Trey's faction again and have them leave the country at once.
No, wait. Pagan, couldn't we somehow treat them as temporary refugees? Then we'd also avoid any attacks from Romefeller.
Relina?
I am well aware of the fact that the Romefeller Foundation holds the Sank Kingdom in contempt. But we still can't simply ignore the injured. I won't sacrifice my humanity just to avoid chaos. Please, Noin, understand.
I follow you. I'll tell the Trey's faction members.
Damn! Why'd we have to end up escaping into the Sank Kingdom?
The attacks by the new Oz were staged to lead us into this area.
We've been used like puppets. We gave the Romefeller Foundation an excuse to enter the Sank Kingdom. There's no time to sit around like this. We caused enough trouble for this country. Let's go.
Captain, you can't expect yourself to cross the border in the state you're in.
Nonsense. We must leave here as soon as possible so we don't smear the Trey's faction's name.
Captain, the Sank Kingdom is on the line. They have instructions from Princess Relina.
This is Lucrezia Noin of the Sank Kingdom Imperial Guards. Our nation is prepared to temporarily accept you into the country. Princess Relina's instructions are for you to discard your weapons and become refugees. We believe this is the best solution.
We've got a lot of injured men here. Under normal circumstances, we'd be glad to accept your kind offer. But we've been led into a trap. I can't see Oz leaving us alone.
A trap?
As soon as we retreated here, they stopped attacking. They should have no problems eliminating our troops considering our state, yet they're getting reinforcements. At this rate, the Sank Kingdom could get involved in this battle. The only way to avoid that is for us to leave this country.
Captain!
The daughters of many pacifist nations are currently living here. Romefeller wants to start a battle and stir up the peace-oriented nations, which would lead to their anxiety and disunity.
I understand. But by staying, we'd be giving the Sank Kingdom an Achilles heel. However, we're grateful for the support of the princess.
But what do you plan on doing?
Any further contact would be an added burden on you. I'd like to terminate communication. Just leave the rest to us.
Very well. I wish you the best.
Over and out.
Their lives have to be sacrificed. Forgive us. For the country. No, the future.
Found it. There's Noin's mobile suit. That's handy.
The Sank Kingdom is contacting us again. What shall I do?
Just bring them online!
Sir.
This is Relina Peacecraft. We have decided to accept the Trey's faction members as refugees. Any further infringements on their rights will result in actions against the Foundation.
I believe you're slightly misinformed. The Trey's faction is intending to take over the central part of the Sank Kingdom and remain besieged there. We believe we'd be cooperating as peacekeepers by attacking them before they enter the city.
The Trey's faction has no plans to attack. They've told me so themselves.
Those are their words? Well, clearly we can't trust that to be true. I'm ending transmission, since the enemy could be listening to this conversation.
Wait a minute! Take a moment to reconfirm!
What shall we do, sir?
Chase them into the city. The greater the damage to the city, the stronger the message on pacifism's shortcomings.
Just do as they wish. Pagan, take me to them. And let's hurry.
That's dangerous. You must stay here. I implore you.
I'm gonna go and stop them. It's the only choice I have.
Once the battle starts, this area will be in chaos. A perfect place for the new Oz to cover up their crimes. There's no telling what they're planning to achieve in this battle.
So you're saying they may target me. But no matter what happens, right now I must stop them.
Miss Relina!
Dorothy!
Miss Relina, come on, hurry! Let's get going, or else we're gonna miss the fight!
Yes, armed suits that shouldn't be found in a pacifist nation. They're space mobile suits redesigned for battle on land.
Does the princess know about these units?
No. People think about fighting because they possess weapons such as these. In order to cling to peace which is really as fragile as glass. Those would be her words.
But right now we have no choice but to fight. Hiro's already headed out. I'm sure his actions will be in the best interest of the Sank Kingdom. Let's head out after him with these Tauruses.
Right, I'll prepare them.
The setup is complete.
Good job. If we're unable to escape from this country, then we'll have to disappear.
The mobile dolls that landed are taking steps to push us further into the Sank Kingdom.
Then get a move on. Blow up every last trace of our unit.
Who are you?
Huh?
Kid?
It's a kid?
Self-detonation. Not a bad idea. But if you're intending to die for this country, there's a better way to make use of your lives.
Just what are you talking about, kid?
Would you consider protecting this defenseless country?
Our unit doesn't have much military power left.
Those who want to ruin Romefeller's plans, follow me. You might even survive.
Who do you think you are?
I'm returning a favor. It's simple.
Okay, 2 or 3 of you come with me.
Captain, do you really trust him?
Not many people have the confidence to defeat a mobile doll. He's the one that Romefeller fears so much.
You mean that kid is a Gundam pilot?
Pretty sure.
hardly putting up a fight. Okay, after we've wiped out some of them in the forests, we'll presume they're headed for the city. We'll pursue the main troops.
Unidentified crafts are speeding straight for us, sir.
What'd you say?
We'll face them in the air. Right now, we've got the advantage.
Miss Relina, have you ever had the opportunity to see a real battle in person?
It's something I've gone out of my way to avoid.
That's natural, since people do end up dying. Nobody actually wants to die. That's why those who are fighting are so desperate. I think that's exactly what I find so attractive about battles. Oh, I get so excited. I'm certainly thankful that I'm living in this era.
What's with that white mobile suit? Which country owns it?
Commander, there's a mobile suit carrier headed straight for us.
What? Give orders to the mobile dolls. Good, we've shot it down. Tricks like that won't work on us.
Can't be!
A Gundam!
Look! Stop the car! Dorothy! Are you okay, Dorothy? Huh?
You'd probably say these things are unnecessary in the Sank Kingdom, Relina, but Romefeller's actions are getting more and more aggressive by the day. I'm fully aware that this is contrary to your beliefs, but I've come to the conclusion that we'll surely be destroyed without our own defensive force. I take full responsibility and am prepared to accept any punishment.
You shouldn't feel remorseful. This level of military power isn't enough to directly fight the Romefeller Foundation. We can't sit here and let them destroy us, as the nation's former leader did.
Hiro, is my idea just a dream? Or could it even be a mistake?
Romefeller makes a point of eliminating anything they find inconvenient, like the colonies or the Gundams. And now, Relina, you have become their target. I'm a soldier. I'll crush them in battle, but the Foundation's current targets refuse to fight back. These times are changing fast. All aspects of this battle are attributed to their impatience. You propose total pacifism. The whole world is heading in that direction. You have to understand what Noin is saying. Right now, defense is needed. To make time for discussion later.
Where are you going? Hold on!
I'll go where my mind takes me. I've paid you back for your help searching for Troa. For me, there's no place for pacifism. The Gundams exist for battles and nothing else.
If you were me, how would you lead the Sank Kingdom?
The same way as Noin. Build a defense unit. That'd be the best way you could confront the Romefeller Foundation now.
Hiro and Noin, I approve. I give you permission to do as you see fit.
Relina,
How can I expect to come up with a position that the world can agree to if I can't even agree with the people closest to me? Someday I'm gonna find out what it is that gives everyone the urge to fight.
Impressive, Miss Relina. You're not giving the Gundam pilot the upper hand. That's what I find so charming.
Aside from Hiro and Catra, who had descended to Earth, the other Gundam pilots remained in space. Oz closes in on Duo, who had been retaliating from the shadows. The Wing Zero challenges Duo's still incomplete Death Scythe to a battle. During the battle, Duo starts to have certain doubts about the Wing Zero's abilities. Next, on Gundam Wing Episode 32, the God of Death meets Zero.
To facilitate its reign over the world, the Romefeller Foundation promoted a new Oz, with its main power consisting of unmanned units called mobile dolls. Certain changes within the Foundation followed Treize Khusranada's retaliation, including his being stripped of all power. At the same time, the Foundation was rapidly expanding its area of rule thanks to the highly skilled mobile dolls. The year is after Colony 195. After the space colonies accepted the Foundation, execution orders were released for the now isolated Gundam pilots. For them, it looked like the future would take a turn for the worse.
Armed suits that shouldn't be found in a pacifist nation.
Does the princess know about these units?
People think about fighting because they possess weapons such as these, in order to cling to peace which is really as fragile as glass.
Dorothy!
Miss Relina, come on, hurry! Let's get going, or else we're gonna miss the fight!
Can't be!
Gundam!
god of death meets Zero.
Root Ritter, this is Cracker Escort. Okay, I'm checking it. We're entering the area in question. Any readings?
No, but I'd sure hate to be involved in an accident in an isolated place like this. What is that? Is it a mine?
I'll check it out.
Be careful.
Roger. It's the spacecraft from the accident. The pieces are scattered all over. It must have exploded.
What's the matter? Did you find something?
ECMs, and they're powerful.
What?
What's this?
Oh! A Gundam!
The Leo up ahead was obliterated. Prepare to attack!
The god of death is back from hell!
Damn it all! Zero 2 is here! I can't contact Fortress Barge!
So about 80%. But the remaining modifications shouldn't be too difficult. Time I made my getaway!
Operation Nova. Built with the plentiful resources on the moon, the Virgo mobile dolls were directed at Earth to suppress rebel forces. The plan appeared to be progressing smoothly. But recently, frequent disturbances had hindered output on the Virgo production line.
They've disappeared? But what about the escort troops?
They have vanished. With the carrier fleet. Last located at D244 in...
Idiot!
Huh?
They couldn't have had an accident. They've been destroyed. Probably by a Gundam.
Lieutenant Tran has assembled a unit and is headed to the location, sir.
10 Tauruses, 50 space mines, 1 support carrier. What's this? Trent is the only soldier. Contact Trent!
But, sir, he's out on the search, so we shouldn't contact him.
I don't care. Get him on the line!
Sir.
Good. It's stable now. Trent Clark logging in. Following my examination of the new Gundam's cockpit system, I must conclude that it's unlike anything I've ever encountered.
This cockpit exposes the vulnerabilities of all soldiers in outer space. Equipped with a system that increases the combative abilities of the pilot.
It can fully match the reaction time of the mobile dolls. But as soon as the brainwave levels are increased during combat, a problem arises.
hallucinate. Did they get out of control because they were hallucinating too? If I could get data on actual battles rather than simulations, I'd be able to figure out something. The 2 Gundam pilots that escaped from the lunar base are still in outer space. Huh?
Lieutenant Trent, come in. This is the lunar base. Come in. Orders from Colonel Tuberov.
Huh. Either pilot will do. I'll find one of them and get my data. Once I've done that, I'm sure I'll be able to persuade Colonel Tuberov.
Can't you find him yet? Where is Trant?
Well, sir.
I see. Get in touch with Fortress Barge, then we'll immediately dispatch some troops to locate Trant. His actions are a definite violation of military procedures.
Yes, sir.
I hope I'm overreacting.
You're the guy who needed Vernier fuel for mobile suits, aren't you?
Yeah, sorry to bother you. Here's your payment. Genuine Oz products.
The stuff's in the trailer out front, so just help yourself. Here, sign this form.
Just a sec. Don't you want to see what's inside?
We'll never make ends meet if those guys completely take over. Until then, I'm counting on you to do what you can, kiddo. I'm trusting in you, lad. Just let me know if you need bullets. Contact me anytime.
The old guy drove off without even taking my payment.
Duo? Is there anything I can help with?
Nope, it's all under control. Wait for me at the trailer out front. Right there.
Sure thing. Later.
I'll go to the area where a number of the carriers have disappeared and give it a thorough search.
Any success?
No luck. I couldn't get any information on the new transport plan.
Oz isn't that ignorant. You're just being more cautious than before. I'd love to destroy Barge right now, but I'll have to put it off a while.
Are you gonna keep on fighting alone, Duo?
What choice do I have? I got no idea where the others are, so I'll just have to go it alone.
Let me know if there's any way I can be of help, Duo. I'll do anything.
Okay. I wouldn't mind having a juicy steak for dinner.
Huh? Come off it. I'm totally serious.
I know. You're doing more than enough already. Huh?
What is that?
Wait a sec. It's a Gundam.
Freeze!
Duo Maxwell, I demand that you come with me. Do it or you're dead.
Hey, do what you gotta do, but remember the power of that beam cannon. You could completely demolish this colony.
I don't care. I have no interest in what happens to this place, kid. I've got no intention of remaining an insignificant technical officer. Once I figure out this Gundam system,
Colonel Tuberoff's mobile dolls will be a useless tool of the past. What the new Oz needs is a completely new system. I'll do whatever is required to make that happen. Now come here, Gundam pilot. You're the only one I want.
What's with all this junk you've attached? All right, what do you want me to do?
I want you to fight the mobile dolls with the Wing Zero here. With real firearms, of course.
That's fine with me, but I just might escape during your tests.
No, you won't.
Huh?
I've set it so the Wing Zero's functions can be stopped from outside. And besides, I've programmed the mobile dolls to switch their target to that colony in case you decide to try something funny. Right. Commence.
If I use the rifle from this position, it'd harm the colony. So I'll use this instead.
That's good. That's the way to fight. Show me exactly what you see before you.
Huh? What's this? Huh? Wow, no way!
So you saw it. You must tell me, just what is the Wing Zero trying to show the pilot?
How should I know what it means? I see. That's my enemy.
What now?
I've been doing? No, no way. There's no way. How could a person do this?
It's possible.
Huh?
Believe me, it is. We can do anything with this outstanding system. It's capable of altering human consciousness. Anything is possible with this.
Lieutenant Trent.
Huh?
Can you hear me? Hand over the Wing Zero and surrender yourself. Orders from Colonel Tuberoff. I repeat, hand over the Wing Zero and surrender.
They're here. I'll do it. I'm gonna go for it.
You better leave it alone. Just forget that system.
It's the Wing Zero. It's headed straight for us. Colonel Tuberoff, shall we capture him?
Destroy him!
Roger.
He's a dead man.
Just a little more. I can't see everything yet. Come on! Give me all you've got!
Don't do it! You cannot fight in the state you're in, Duo!
Don't worry, Hildy. Remember, I'm a Gundam pilot. That system is more than a human can handle. I've got to stop him.
It's expanding. My consciousness is expanding. I can almost see everything. I'm almost there. I want more. I haven't had enough. I haven't had enough yet.
It's incredibly fast!
I can see. I can clearly see your moves. I can even see you during your death.
In your dreams!
He's even more powerful than me!
You're dead! You fool! Haven't you realized yet that you don't stand a chance against me? This'll do it! You'll die right now and the glory will be mine!
You sure about that?
What?
It might just be a tie.
Get away from me! I won't be defeated, and certainly not by a young punk like you!
If you were to lose, it wouldn't be to me. You'd be losing to the Wing Zero.
There's no way I can be defeated!
You still don't get it, do you?
I won't lose! I can't possibly lose! I can handle a system like this, no problem!
It's just too much for a human being to handle. If anyone were capable of it, it'd be superior to the entire human race.
Zex Marquise once again dons his mask and proceeds to crush Romefeller's mobile dolls. Dermail is resentful and calls Relina to ask whether or not Zex is in fact Miliardo Peacecraft. Realizing that the Foundation plans to wipe out the Trace faction, Hiro heads alone for the battlefield that has the highest risk of death. Next on Gundam Wing Episode 33, The Lonely Battlefield.
will die right now and the glory will be mine.
If you were to lose, it wouldn't be to me. You'd be losing to the Wing Zero. You still don't get it, do you?
I can handle a system like this, no problem.
The lonely battlefield.
That's beautiful. I didn't expect you to be a talented musician, Catra.
I have been fond of music since I was a young boy. I enjoy playing instruments because they always make me feel relaxed.
That song was very melancholy, though. You mustn't keep blaming yourself for what's happened. When there's a war going on, some things can't be helped.
It can't be brushed aside as something inevitable. Wars are paid with human lives. If I'd been a stronger person, then that wouldn't have happened to Troa. Miss Noin, don't you have some information for me about Oz?
Of course. The whereabouts of Trays is still unknown, but Oz considers the Trays faction as retaliators, and battles around the world are intensifying. However, Oz still has the advantage. There's no way the average pilot can compete with the capabilities of mobile dolls.
I think we'd stand a decent chance against the mobile dolls. I'm not merely bragging. We can only do it with superior mobile suits like the Gundams. That's a fact. But even if we destroyed the mobile dolls in battle, the war wouldn't come to an end. If there's one thing we've learned through our experiences, it's that there's a limit to what a pilot can accomplish.
Won't Miss Relina? Won't the Saint Kingdom be able to comfort soldiers such as yourself, Catra?
I'm sure that one could feel relaxed here. Perhaps that's why people like ourselves who are tainted with blood shouldn't be here. I think Hiro feels the same way.
Operation Nova, the plan to send mass-produced mobile dolls from outer space to strife-torn areas on Earth, was steadily producing results. By displaying the threat of the mobile dolls, Oz was able to increase its influence over the people, while the Romefeller Foundation was establishing its position to rule the world.
We're ready to enter the atmosphere. Captain, looks like we won't have any interference this time.
Right, I think we're safe.
Detecting strong heat. A mobile suit's approaching.
Damn!
It's the tall geese. I'm sure of it.
Destroyed! We're the only ones left! Send out the mobile dolls to counterattack!
They're all defeated? A human pilot can't defeat a mobile doll?
This is Beast Million. Mission accomplished. We'll leave this area after taking in the Dalkies. That was impressive, Lightning Count.
Well, that's all I'm really capable of doing right now. I cannot begin to thank you enough there, Howard.
Hey, we're only helping each other out here. Don't worry about thanking me.
In that case, Howard, could I ask you to tune up the tall geese?
Huh? What for? You didn't receive any damage.
It just seems to be responding a little bit slow.
That's because your reaction time is too quick.
Your skills have surpassed the capacity of the tall geese in a short period of time. I'll take it in. Forgive me, Relina. I'm going to continue living as Zex Marquise. It's in the best interests of the Sank Kingdom.
Did you say Zex Marquise? Yes, he came to outer space as Ambassador Miliardo Peacecraft of the Sank Kingdom and has been hiding out ever since.
The Sank Kingdom, you say? This is annoying.
I agree.
Many countries out there still support total pacifism as practiced by the Sank Kingdom's deceased king. What's even worse is that many people within the Foundation are leaning toward the idea.
How could that be? There is no need for such ineffective ideas. Romefeller has possession of the invincible mobile dolls.
Invincible, you say? Don't you see that Zex Marquise is destroying them?
Yes.
Our next target point is the Luxembourg base, am I right?
Yes, we're all prepared. This time Zex won't get his way.
I'm counting on you there. I'll see what I can do on this end to crush his own base. The Sank Kingdom, huh? This might be the right time to destroy it.
I thought I might find you here.
Relina,
Can I sit beside you?
it's your country. You can do what you want.
Guess so. Why were you kind enough to stay here in my country, hero? In the past, you would have just gone off to fight battles. No matter how much I tried to stop you, you went back into outer space. But your homeland sure didn't treat you very kindly at all. It must have been so hard. Yet, despite that, you continue to carry on fighting. You've got an intensity in your eyes that hasn't changed since the first time we met.
Huh? I'm just...
Oh, I'm sorry for interrupting you, Miss Relina.
Hi, Dorothy. Were you looking for me?
This is an invitation from the Romefeller Foundation.
Thanks to Oz's undertakings, we're close to resolving all disputes around the world. As such, we would like to learn more about the Sank Kingdom's pacifism to prepare us for the world peace that will likely follow the end of the war. We are therefore sending this invitation requesting your presence, Miss Relina Peacecraft, at our conference to be held in Bremen.
I have been asked to escort you to the conference, Miss Relina. I can't tell you what a thrill it is to be able to accompany you. Please, get in.
That's very kind of you, Dorothy.
Miss Relina, please allow me to accompany you.
No, there's no need for that. Miss Relina is our special guest. Romefeller will take the responsibility of getting her there.
Miss Relina.
Miss Noin, take care of things here while I'm gone. Hero, I want you to make me a promise. Don't leave here without telling me first.
We should be on our way, Miss Relina.
Let's go.
Are you going to just let her go then? As far as Romefeller's concerned, this country's ideas are dangerous. Who knows what they might do to her? Hiro! Hiro, what are you trying to do?
A large number of mobile dolls are expected to arrive in Luxembourg.
What?
The Trey's faction's headquarters are in Luxembourg. It looks like Romefeller's trying to crush them all at once.
They're gonna send this many mobile dolls to Earth? Even Luxembourg won't have a chance.
Once the battle's won, those mobile dolls will be dispersed across the world.
You're crazy! Even you can't defeat so many mobile dolls by yourself. If you're going, then I'm going with you.
No, you stay here.
But why?
You can't afford to get killed at this stage of the game. Not until you find Troa.
What's going on here, Catra? Where's Hiro?
Hiro has made a decision. He's chosen to fight where he has the least chance of survival.
That's an unbelievable number of suits just to destroy one base.
Which merely proves what a strategic point the Luxembourg base is.
I guess if they are fighting against the lightning count, then they would have to have that many dolls.
I'm gonna fight them with everything I've got, no matter what their plans are. Luxembourg. I previously fought to take it over from the Alliance, and now I'm fighting to defend it. Talk about irony.
Has arrived just as we suspected. All shuttles ignore the toll geese and head straight for the atmosphere. We must conquer Luxembourg at all costs.
Welcome, Miss Relina Peacecraft.
Thank you very much for inviting me today.
I'm so pleased to be able to meet with you. Many thanks for your help, Dorothy.
I am delighted to be of assistance. I shall excuse myself now. I wish you the best of luck, Miss Relina. Now, Miss Relina, you can show us just what you're made of. Don't disappoint me. It's a fact that the Sank Kingdom can't employ its peace initiatives without your assistance. But your Oz organization is initiating wars all around the world. How could the Romefeller Foundation power produce two completely different results? It's because the decision of how to use all this power is made by people, right? If peace is truly your objective, I ask that you use our Sank Kingdom as your model. I am fully prepared to assist you in achieving your peace objectives.
That was wonderful. You have very sound beliefs for a woman as young as yourself. But I can't ignore the hypocrisies within the Sank Kingdom.
What hypocrisies do you mean?
Let me explain. Recently, a certain individual has been attacking Oz troops and leaving us with considerable damage. He's approached the colonies as Ambassador Miliardo Peacecraft of the Sank Kingdom, but later he appeared as Zex Marquise, the Tolgeese pilot. He's currently considered an enemy of Oz.
Damn, it is responding too slowly.
Fighting against Oz is the same as opposing Romefeller. Is it safe to assume that the Sank Kingdom has some aggressive ambitions?
Is that pilot still calling himself Miliardo Peacecraft?
Well, no, he isn't.
Then he's clearly not my elder brother Miliardo. The Peacecraft family wants nothing more than peace. As a family member, it's impossible that my brother would pilot a mobile suit and fight.
Then you don't care what happens to him.
It has nothing to do with the Sank Kingdom.
I understand it appears that we've made some false assumptions. We'll take appropriate measures and deal with this traitor Zex on our own. My apologies for ever doubting the Sank Kingdom.
Then if you'd please excuse me from this meeting, gentlemen.
The Sank Kingdom. How frustrating.
That was quite the show, Miss Relina. I could tell there was something special about you. You can't use dolls in a war. It's meaningless unless it's fought between people. And for that to happen, there's a lot more for you to do, Miss Relina. And for the time being, you can count on my assistance.
Miliardo, you knew exactly what I would say. That's why you chose to fight as Zex Marquise.
The escort mobile dolls have been destroyed, sir.
But we sent the target number of shuttles to Earth. Luxembourg will surely fall.
That's my limit.
Luxembourg, don't be defeated.
Damn! That's gotta be one of those new mobile dolls! Ah! Huh? What's that? Gundam 01, what's it doing here?
They've started fighting in Luxembourg. I thought that you wanted to go.
Hiro talked me out of going. I'll stay here and protect Relina on Hiro's behalf.
Maybe we're being overly cautious. But if something were to happen to Miss Relina, I couldn't bear the thought of facing Zex again.
Captain Noin! We just received an anonymous call that Miss Relina's car is about to be attacked by mobile dolls conducting a fake test flight.
What?
Miss Relina. Huh? I apologize for picking you up without your asking me to.
Don't worry about it, Pagan.
You don't seem too pleased. Didn't the conference go well? What's that? Mobile dolls.
Huh? Pagan, say something, Pagan! I can make a well-thought-out speech, but I can't even do a single thing to save one person. It's true, isn't it? I'm always the one who's being saved, aren't I? Is it possible to have peace without using force? Maybe pacifism is nothing but nonsense mouthed off by those who are unable to fight.
Get a hold of yourself. What do you expect us to do if you start talking like that? You have to keep going down the path you believe in. People like us don't know any better than to fight. However, you've got the ability to provide us with a peaceful place to live in. That's what Hiro, Miss Noin, and I truly believe.
In peace. A place to live.
That's right. One day you'll achieve peace. And we'll continue to fight with that in mind.
We will achieve that peace one day.
Keep fighting and prolong your life, kid. You pilots, you mustn't die yet. Hiro enters a castle in Luxembourg where Treize gives him a new Gundam. But the new mobile suit is evil, much like Zero. About that time, Zex gets his hands on the Wing Gundam Zero and demolishes the Space Taurus troops. Next on Gundam Wing Episode 34, and its name is Epion.
To facilitate its reign over the world, the Romefeller Foundation promoted a new Oz, with its main power consisting of unmanned units called mobile dolls. Certain changes within the Foundation followed Treize Kushranada's retaliation, including his being stripped of all power. At the same time, the Foundation was rapidly expanding its area of rule thanks to the highly skilled mobile dolls. After the space colonies accepted the Foundation, execution orders were released for the now isolated Gundam pilots. For them, it looked like the future would take a turn for the worse.
Don't die. Huh? Keep fighting and prolong your life, kid. You pilots, you mustn't die yet. And its name is Epion. Is this the end? Relina. okay?
Protect Master Treize. I beg you.
Duke Dermail?
Yes, what is it? Did we receive confirmation of the Treize faction's destruction?
No, sir. Not exactly.
Why not? How could they be withstanding our attack when we sent such a powerful military force there?
A Gundam.
What's that?
Gundam 01 has joined them. We've lost half of the mobile dolls we sent, and it's turning into a virtual riot. At this rate, it's just a matter of time before Treize Kush Renata is freed from confinement. What shall we do now, Duke Dermail?
Contact our ground troops stationed elsewhere. Tell them to head for Luxembourg at once to wipe out the Gundam and the Treize faction.
Sir.
Treize is nothing more than a mirage with which to dazzle faction soldiers. In exactly the same way as the Gundam symbolize the rebels, we must do everything in our power to prevent the two from joining forces.
Voice and fingerprints verification check. State your name.
Hiro Yui.
Identity confirmed. Please enter.
Thanks for coming, Hiro Yui. I welcome you with my heart, dear messenger of peace. You must be Treize. That should be obvious. Now, just go ahead and shoot me. Put an end to this battle. What's the matter? The battle won't end as long as I'm alive. Isn't that the reason you came here? Tell me why you let me in. I programmed the computer to accept you a few months ago. I thought that one of these days I could have a long discussion with you and the other Gundam pilots. I have no interest in you, Treize. Of course not. You pilots should just be thinking about attaining peace. Peace for the Earth. Or rather, peace that will spread through the entire universe. Fighting is my only concern. Peace is no more than an outcome after the fighting has ended. Then let me ask you, who's your enemy? Is it me? Or us? Is it Romefeller? Or is it your faraway home? The colony that has betrayed you? Those who stand before me with the intention of killing me, they're my enemies. In that case, your battles will never end, since your enemy is destiny itself. Maybe so, but I'll continue to fight. That's the only choice I have. And I don't give a damn when I do die. Don't you have any desire to try and enjoy your destiny? In my opinion, Relena Peacecraft is a much stronger person than you. I never thought that you'd be feeling the limitations of your continuous battle. But it's a fact that nobody is able to change the course of our times. Well, you should be able to. You used to have the power to control the future. You just need to repeat what you did before. Huh. I have no intention of doing that. I see. My greatest happiness in life was being able to talk with you. And now I truly understand. The time of my own death must coincide with yours. Now that we've met each other, let's put ourselves in God's hands. Not a very good loser, are you? Well, it makes no difference to me. A soldier who's willing to die. In my opinion, that's the most correct attitude a person can take to fight. But unfortunately, you've lost sight of your enemy. That makes you the same as myself. My battle has also come to an end. Your battle hasn't ended. Even as we speak, countless soldiers are sacrificing their lives for you. I know for certain that your battle hasn't ended. If anything has ended, or rather, if anything should end, then it's my own miserable and useless retaliation. Huh? Hido Yui, I implore you, please don't disappoint me any further. You mustn't be in the same position as myself. I have a guide here that will show you how to live from now on.
This is Scarecrow 5. We've confirmed the presence of Wing Zero. We'll continue with our operation.
I think this is enough explosives. It's enough to blow up 3 Leo suits.
Good. Back to your Leo.
So they're gonna blow it up after all.
That's only natural, 'cause to Oz, or for that matter to the Romefeller Foundation, any Gundam stands between them and their goal to conquer everyone.
Why don't we show them what that thing's really worth?
Okay, we'll proceed to blow up Wing Zero.
Object approaching at a high speed.
What?
It's the Tallgeese. Lightning count is here.
Damn it.
Fortress Barge, this is Scarecrow 5. The Tallgeese is here.
Why escape from battle? Has the influx of mobile dolls made the soldiers forget how to fight? Or have my beliefs simply become outdated? Huh?
Be on your guard, Sex. A high-speed carrier full of mobile dolls is heading here.
By their formation, it seems like they were expecting me. Considering how much they rely on mobile dolls, it's a fairly obvious battle plan. Mobile doll reinforcements. They seem pretty well prepared.